Hi, what's ya, and welcome back to Football Manager 2020, where we continue our efforts in charge of Blyth Spartans this season with an attempt to stave off relegation. But once again, it's led to us being rather well placed in the league. We are only 14 games in, so what is that? The 1/3 point of, roughly the 1/3 point. There are 46 games, so the next game will represent the 1/3, or just shy of the 1/3 point of the season. We are top scorer with Nikolai Torov, who is only 24 years old and is rather good. We do need to turn professional to realise the full potential of some of our good players, and we've just tied in the majority of our squad to at least a further season beyond this one. Tom Herdman being the exception to that, because he is not happy, apparently. Yeah, and I think that's to do with the state of the coaching. So if he doesn't sort himself out, then we'll have to move him on, ultimately. Plenty of others waiting in the wings, and plenty of transfer opportunity as well. Although he has served us very, very, very well. 19 goals in 40 appearances last season, but only 3 goals from 14 this year around. So he is perhaps reaching his his maximum sort of league, but you know, he's got full potential here. So he could be better than Todorov, apparently. So again, turning professional would really help that. To do that, I think we probably need to get promoted. If we could do back-to-back promotions, that would be unprecedented, I think. I don't think I've ever been promoted in my first 2 seasons in a game. I've been promoted back-to-back, but I think it was in my second and third season before. Yeah, certainly from the lower leagues anyway, I can't think of one. So this time around we have Kidderminster at home on the television, and as I say, this represents the 1/3 point of the season, and also our final league game before the cup competition start for us as well. So far we have won 8, drawn 4, and lost 2. A lot of those coming in the last few games. Away at Chesterfield, who are a pretty decent outfit, although they've dropped off since then. Billericay, who we should have probably thumped. Dagenham and Redbridge, who were, you know, very, very close to us, but they equalised quite late on in the game, despite only having 10 men. And Barnet in the last game, which I can't really remember how that game went now. I think we were maybe a little unlucky in that one as well, and then lucky to equalise at the end. Yeah, I think we were a little unlucky in that one. Okay, so let's get to it. Kidderminster coming up. Oh, and we have made some offers for players. We've had an offer accepted for this guy, but he's just not interested in coming to the club. So let's make another offer on wanted to make an offer on loan, it won't let me. Look, alright, we walk away and then we transfer, make an offer. That'll have to be the more, I think. Blyth Spartan, to sign on loan. We can get him on loan and then look to sign him up at the end of the season, perhaps. Okay. Still criticising our pitch. Oh. So we did make an offer for him again. Boston are in for him. So he's still refusing to enter conversations with her. And here we go. So we're on the TV, so we've got an interview to do. It's the same for both sides. Kidderminster now suffered 5 straight league defeats and the relegation candidates find themselves bottom. I'm confident as long as we stick to our game plan. I don't pay too much attention to that kind of thing. Every game of football is different. You sound like you're worried about the strength of the opposition on Sunday's effects. No. Let's be assertive. Barry Nicholson with pundits critical and from losing patience with the Wrexham manager. Todorov is a real crowd favourite and has delighted fans with his recent performances. Backing will help him maintain his form. Would you agree Todorov is playing at the top of his games? Top of his game right now. Charlie Ball has put pen to paper on a new contract despite interest from elsewhere. You must be delighted that he's committed his future to the club. I always wanted him to make a public statement regarding his stay, and he's done just that. How pleased are you that Tom Devitt has signed a new contract? There you go. Jack Hunter signed a new... Oh God. Very pleased that he's young football and who will be extremely important to us. Okay, finally. Have we got any more transfers going on? Nope. I think we are scouting a few people, however. Okay. So Aldershot lost to Stockport 1-0. So Stockport have a 5-point lead at the top. Ebbsfleet didn't play. Sutton won 2-1. Okay, so we have a chance to open up a 5-point lead or a 4-point lead over 8th place, potentially if Barnet win their game. But I think Barnet are playing Ebbsfleet, so that could make things interesting. Wow, Barrow beat Eastleigh 6-0. Six different scorers on the sheet. Matty Wade has scored again. Five 0 away win. Michael Sweet grabbing a brace. Hockenhull scoring, Wrightson scoring, and Harvey Saunders scoring. So what formation did we play there? Okay. Good. So we are following off team formation. That's good news. And here it is, 3-1 on favourites. Unbeaten in 5 versus 5 defeats. We need to get back to winning ways. Jack Bridge. Yellow card away from a ban. Let's go. Will you look to attack here? We seem to have lost sound. Okay, so we definitely have PC sound now, but none from the game for some reason. Which is rather strange. So, foul on Bridge, and that could be a red. It is, so they're down to 10 men. Right. Okay, still no sound. So I'm afraid we're going to play this game without it. They are down to 10 men. They have had a major injury as well to is that Lewis Michio? Yeah, Lewis Michio. And then they've lost Stevenson as well. So this has not been a good start for them. Dodds wins the header down to Todorov. Back to Hayden. Hayden gets caught in possession by Pryor. Got to get across, get across, get across. Everyone's back well, and he pushes his shot wide of the far post. Okay, now I'm hoping that the recording is picking up my audio, although you may wish that that wasn't the case. Dodds is free down the right, chooses not to use him. Hawkins may. Nope, pulls it all the way back to Hayden, who eventually finds Dodds, who now has to beat the defender and can't. And Williams brings it away on the break. And that's a cracking save by Hemming after the defender missed his header. He belts it out for a corner. And you'd think we were the ones with 10 men. Few adjustments. So Kidder wins the break again. Bridge steals the ball back. Good chance. Oh, wasted. Carvalho Always a danger. What a strike. And that's 1-0. Hopefully against 10 men we won't see a resurgence. Austin on the ball. Oof. Cavallo picks it up. Good header by whoever it was. Herdman. Askew on a yellow. Hood all the way back to Hemming, who resets. Knocks it forward to Hayden. Wilson humps it forward. Todorov knocks it back to Dodds. Dodds into the area. Herdman knocks it down. Cavallo can't finish. Keeper saves it. Jack Bridge with the corner. Todorov with a header, and it's a penalty. And Herdman to take the penalty. The captain buries it. Never in doubt. 2-0. Smashes it. Sends the keeper the wrong way. It's 2-0. Give Askew another 5-10 minutes. Excuse me. Then we might look to replace him as he's carrying a yellow. And he gets chopped down by Mahan. Bridge with a cross. Todorov over the top. Austin fouls Bridge. And it's a dangerous area for Danielson. Another yellow card for Kidderminster. Hits the wall this time, Danielson. Knocks it forward to Wilson. Back to Askew. And given away. Okay, last play, and then we'll bring off Askew. Hawkins steals it into Todorov, into Herdman. Defender blocks. So Askew coming off for Scott. I think we'll bring Herdman off for Charlie Ball. With an hour to go, an hour gone. Dodds, Todorov, Bridge, back to Dodds, to Bridge, strikes it, hits the post. Unlucky. Scott wins the corner. Cook can only put it out for another corner, and Bridge will have another go. Good take by Stone, the keeper. And 20 minutes left. I think we're going to go even higher. It's a good opportunity to get some goals. We'll take off Cavallo at this point, who's had a cracking game, but is a yellow card away from a ban. So we'll just make sure he doesn't get the ban for the next game. And here's Hemming with 5.5 minutes plus injury time. Push them back a little. Wilson to Hood, back to Hemming, and we can break. Well, not break, but we can attack again. Hood through the centre to Bridge. Bridge can run with it. He does run with it. Into Todorov. Todorov out wide to Dodds into Bridge. Bridge with a tame effort at the near post. Stone just picks it up. And 3 minutes of injury time remain. 90th minute, Bridge corner. Into the middle, defender deals with it. Hayden picks up the loose ball. Back to Wilson, into King, to Hawkins, out wide to Bridge. Bridge can hit one. Does! Keeper pushes it around the post for a corner. And 30 seconds remain. That should be it. Keep a clean sheet, boys. Get me the ball. It's a good ball through. Price onside. Saved by Hemming to preserve the clean sheet. Well done. 2-0 win against 10 men. Not the most convincing scoreline. But as far as actual fixtures go, incredibly one-sided. 23 shots, 9 on target. Carvalho man of the match with his cracking free kick. And we go second. With Ebbsfleet still to play, so we're 4 points behind Stockport, and Ebbsfleet look to have a game against Barnet. Injury woes for Michio. Oh, we broke his foot, that's a shame. Pitch was a disgrace. We managed to cope okay. And here's a press conference. Good result, has the president given you pre-match opinions? You're expected to be amongst those scrubbing out for survival, yet you're flying high. How much of a lift does it give the team to have surged up the table after that result? Surged? We haven't really. We've gone from 5th to 2nd. Very nice, but we're not satisfied with that. We're going to take our game to the next level. There you go. It's too early in the season. You've got to be pleased with the result, and the performance is as impressive as that. Yes, basically. Danielson Screamer. Yeah. Your team looks well on course to realise the long-term objectives set out some time ago now, so you must surely be confident of seeing the job through. This is no time to get complacent. Blyth has got a high proportion of their goals in the late stages of either half. Can you offer any insight as to why you're finding such success in these periods? That's a good comment. There we go. So yeah, there seems to be an issue with audio. So I've just tried to do a test there in the preferences, and that's not working either. So I think I'm gonna have to reload. But we'll get to the end of the week because we don't need sound until then anyway. So he's blamed the pitch. We'll see. We'll focus on performance. What wants to focus on performance instead of pitch? Yep. And Basingstoke have made an offer for Corey McEwen. Offer new contract. Part-time. Get 20 quid, will give you 180 if you play. And 80 if you don't. Add promotion and relegation clauses. Part name, 2 years, 50 quid, 150 if you play, 75 if you don't. There we go. Adelaide United in offer for Sam Hughes. No, I want him. That's so annoying. Okay, so let's see if there's anyone else we're going to miss. So they've signed him on a free transfer. Yeah, they're paying him a lot more than I would, in fairness. But we're keeping him on the list. Dollar finishes scouting Bonds, sorry. He's at Hull. Is that guy? Oh no, it's not. Elliot Bonds, 5'11", defensive midfielder / midfielder. Okay. Kalantari. Is it Newcastle? They don't want to sell and they have no interest anyway. Curry is a striker at Middlesbrough. Another striker they don't want to sell though. Blyth we know about. We want to sign him. And Western United made an offer of a free transfer from Musgrave. I'm sure he's got no interest in us anyway. Correct. Okay. We've signed him. Okay, Odonson's still lined up. Cup game away at Altrincham is coming up on Saturday. Ebbsfleet smashed Barnet 4-0 to go second. Cavallo succeeded in his training. Lee Bennett wants to do Continental C. We'll let him do training. McEwen signs a new Blyth deal. Okay. Add to development list. Okay. For some reason it's still doing auto save here. Anyway, that doesn't stop us getting to the end of Friday as we usually do. Altrincham playing pretty well of late. Still want to stick these guys on the loan list. Here and Morley set okay, yeah. So he's playing a higher level and he's getting higher points. It's interesting, it shows us that we play at Cameron King instead of Hawkins. Okay, and then we get through to our usual end point. So dubious interest, they don't really want to sell him. Mark Shelton saying whatever the price. Okay, that's interesting. So it's going to be a regular starter. Three-year contract. Promotion, relegation wage drop, they're fixed. See what that does. 3 years, 500 quid. 3 years, 525. 3 years, 550. 3 years, 550. Okay, got what we wanted in the end. Atherton. Let's compare him with Turner. Not a lot in it. No, I think Turner's better and he's 2 years younger. Okay, that is it. We will call that the end of an episode. Thank you so much for joining. See you here next time for the next episode. Keep well. Until then, bye bye.